Most Somalis are finding it hard just to survive day to day after more than 4 years of drought and the continuing war with al-Shabaab fighters. The UN says it just managed to stave off famine in Somalia last year. But with poor rains forecast again this year, more intensive aid will be needed to help the 1 in every 2 Somalis who are displaced by widespread fighting.
All together over the years, more than 2 million, a fifth of the population. 1 in 2 Somalis is displaced away from their home. This is fueling suffering, it is fueling the levels of humanitarian need, and they do not have livelihoods and other ways to survive.
For more than a decade, al-Shabaab fighters who are linked to al-Qaeda have been trying to take over Somalia. Bombings in the capital, Mogadishu, and conflict nationwide makes it hard for aid groups to introduce projects that will help the economy grow long-term and reduce dependence on aid.
Our work has to be a long-term work on how to help Somalia stand on its feet, support the Somali people so that we are not in the same circle every year, responding to crisis.
The threat from al-Shabaab gunmen remains significant despite being forced from much of the territory they controlled by forces from the Somali army and the African Union. Reduced funding means 21,000 AU troops are due to leave Somalia by the end of 2020. Somali government leaders say they don't have the resources to plug the gap those troops will leave. That risks more instability, and rather than aid groups helping Somalia become self-sufficient, aid workers are struggling to keep the population from starving to death. Bernard Smith, Al Jazeera.